Hello and welcome to Unpreachy, a podcast of reflections and homilies by the voices of St. John Chrysostom Parish. Today, Father Donald McNamara, in his final homily, reflects on the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 11, verses 25 to 30. The readings for the feast of St. Francis of Assisi on October 4th, 2023. Father McNamara passed away the next day, October 5th, 2023. After 62 years of priesthood. May he rest in everlasting peace.
Nice to see you all this morning as we celebrate this beautiful feast of St. Francis of Assisi. It's one of our favorite saints, I think, for everybody. And today I have a couple coming in, a girl that I knew, the wife, and when she was about 7 years of age, and now she's about 50, I think. And her name is Elena, and her husband is Henry. And they're from Venezuela, but they're living in Orlando, Florida with their two children. And they had this trip planned to come up for 4 days. I'm going to pick them up from the airport around 11:30. But 2 days ago, Henry's mother died in Venezuela. And, because they're up here as immigrants on asylum, he can't go back to Venezuela. He's one of 8 children, and she's one of 8. And I just think of St. Francis today when I think of immigrants, how difficult a life it is for someone to leave their country because life is unbearable there and go to another country with their 2 children and try to make a living and try to make a new life and in a different language. So today when they get here, I'm going to come right here and celebrate a Mass for his mother with them in Spanish because his mother's being buried today. And that will be, in one way, accompanying his family. It means a lot to them. And I just think of the beautiful gospel. Come to me, all you who are with labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest. And I think today that would be anybody who immigrates. And it's going on all over the world, not just here in the United States. It's a terrible movement of people because of war and famine and different reasons, where people just have to get up stakes and leave their country and go to another country. And so today, as we celebrate this beautiful feast of St. Francis, I'd ask him to bless all immigrants, and our Pope Francis, who was named after him, who has such high regard for immigrants all over the world, that we keep them in our prayers always. Many times we can't really do too much because we can't touch them. But we can always pray for them and just remember that there are people just like us, and their faith is the same faith that we share. A loving God, and there are people like Francis, St. Francis of Assisi, and St. Francis, not St. Francis yet, but Francis our Pope, who are trying to help people throughout the world. And so anytime we get a chance, we remember them also in our prayers.